We are back. So just wait for a minute. I need to adjust some things. Okay. Alright. We read this question. What we wanted to do is that make this array awesome. What do we mean by awesome? It means that the array should be in this format. Whenever the index I is an odd number, then the index I plus 1 should be greater than the element at index I plus 1 should be greater than the element at index I. And if index I is an even index, if I is an even number, then the element present at the index I plus 1 should be lesser than the element present at the index I. So what the question says is that we are given an array. We are given an array A. What we want to do is that make this array awesome by performing these two operations. The first operation being replace AI with the maximum of prefix. Replace AI with the maximum number that has occurred before AI. And the second operation is that we can decrease AI by 1. So what we want to report is that the minimum number of operations of the operation, minimum number of times that we need to perform the operation 2 in order to make the array awesome. So how do we proceed here? We analyze the first test case. We realize that this array is already awesome, so we don't need to perform a single operation on this. We analyze the second array, which is 3321. We see that this array is not awesome. Why? Because 3 is not greater than 3. First of all, 3 2 satisfies this, but after 2 there is 1, so this guy does not satisfy it. So what we need to do is that first we can apply the operation 1 on index 4 and make this element as 3. And the second operation we can perform is that we need to reduce this 3. Okay, there is no other way to make this array awesome, so we need to reduce this 3 in order to make this 3 greater than the element before it. And now we analyze this one. Here all the 5 elements of the array are 6s. So what we need to do is that okay, we need to kind of make this zigzag. So how do we do that? See, the maximum of this array cannot be reduced. Can be reduced, but we would try not to reduce it because we don't want to exhaust our number of operations to we don't want to overdo the operation 2, so we won't overdo it. Now we need to make this array awesome. How can we do that? There are 5 6s. We need to make sure that the element present at second index is greater than the element present at first index. So we would naturally want to make the element at first index lesser than 6, which would be 5. So we would do that. This guy would become 5. Then we would want to make this guy as 5 and this guy as 5. So my answer would be 3. I would want to perform the operation 2 at the first, third and fifth index. Alright. Here we are given this array 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. This guy is fine. Nothing to be worried about. Here it should decrease. It's not decreasing, so I think okay. You see this? First we can perform the operation 1 here and make this 3 2, and then after making it a 2 we can perform the operation 2 and make it 1. See it? Did you realize something? That we go on from left to right making our array. We go on from left to right making our array whatever we want, like increasing, decreasing, awesome. We make our subarray awesome, and then what do we do is that we strike at an index where it does not follow the awesome criteria. What do we do there? See, we can always we don't need to perform the operation multiple times over here. So what my hypothesis says is that we can only see how many guys don't follow thing the thing the awesome thing don't follow the awesome thing, and then just report that number. Because if we were to replace this 3 guy with a 2 by using the operation 1, it would require only one operation of the operation 2, so which means that it adds only 1 to my answer. So what I'm suggesting is that whenever we encounter the numbers which break our pattern, which break our awesomeness of the array, I need to add 1 over there and just move on. Let us analyze it. Okay, and we will also edit the array on the fly. How do we do that? Okay, let me just pass this array once and then see if my hypothesis even works or not, or I'm just throwing arrows in the dark. Okay, what I did was make this 3 a 2 by using the operation 1, simple, plain, and then I perform the operation 2 and make this guy 1. Cool. So the array becomes 1 2 1. All right, this guy is 4, it is greater, so I can do well, no problem. This guy is 5, he should be decreased. By how many times? Again, first we perform the operation 1, make this a 4, and then one more operation of 2, make this a 3. All right, this guy is fine, and this guy again we would perform the operation 1 and operation followed by operation 2, which means my answer is going to be 3. Let us check what the answer says. Okay, let us roll back a bit. I think I made some mistakes. Let's just analyze those. Is the solution given? Nope. So 1 2 does follow it. Okay, what does the operation 1 say? Right, you see the problem. We would want to replace AI with the maximum of A1 up till AI, not till AI minus 1. What does that mean here for me is that if AI guy is the greatest guy in the prefix array, that would not work. So what I need to do here is that don't use the first operation at all in this array, at least. Okay, so 1 2 follows, no problem at all. 3 perform operation 2 once, we get 2. Perform operation 2 twice, we get 1. Cool, no problem. Perform operation 2 twice, no problems at all, with 6. Perform operation 2 twice again. The array is beautiful now, whatever, the array is awesome, and we got our answer is 2 times 3, that is 6. Third guy, not fine. I need to make this second guy greater than the first guy. What do I do here? I use the second operation twice. All right, so after this does follow. Okay, if I use the second operation once, see, I need to make sure that this 2 is greater than this 3. It should be like this. Okay, see, I can always replace this one guy with the 3, but that does not won't help us, because it's a 3 2 1. What do I want is that the second element must be greater than the first element, and the third element must be smaller than the second element. That is the old regime that we want to follow. Just like we did in this example, we got a 2 3 2. I need something like this here. Third element has to be smaller than the second element, which is there already. First element has to be smaller than the second element. which is not there. I want to make the second element as the largest element of the array. According to me, the answer should be 2, but the given answer is 1. Let us see what the problem is. Okay, I see the problem. What I was doing is that I didn't focus on the element on the second index. What I did was only focus on the element on the first index, because what my approach said was only consider prefix arrays at any index I. That is not the case. If I only consider prefix array while increasing I might run into a test case where this guy is lesser than this guy, and I want to make this guy lesser than this guy. So what I would want to naturally do is that increase this guy first, which would be 3 by using the second operation, and then decrease this guy by lesser number of times using the operation 2. Alright, I think now I see the solution. Now I do see the solution. What I would want to naturally do is that select each even index, and since I want to make that increasing, since I want to make that even index greater than the surroundings, because that's what the problem suggests, kind of, what I would do is that I would apply the first operation at each even index. After applying the first operation at each even index, I would get the element to the maximum. I would get the element to be the maximum in its surrounding or the prefix array. And then after applying that operation, what do I want to do is that see, I would never apply this first operation on any odd index. If we analyze the given test cases, I can see that this is the case. See, operation 1 has not been applied at any odd index. So I would always apply the first operation at all the even indices. That is something I need to take care of. Let us analyze the first test case while this being applied. Yup. Since the second guy, element at second index was already a 3, we did not want to make it a 3 again, because that did not make sense and that was an unnecessary operation. Okay, let us say I replace this guy with a 3, this 2 guy with a 3. What I get is that my array became 3 3 1. Now it is simple, I just need to reduce the first element by 1. Seems alright. Yeah. I think I've devised the solution now. Should we try this guy? If we apply that operation, it just remains like 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Nothing has changed. How did we get our solution here? What we want is that this guy should be greater than this guy and this guy. This guy is greater than this guy, but this guy is greater than the second guy. So what I would naturally want to do is that add difference plus 1 to my answer. You see where I'm going? Add a difference plus 1 to my answer. How is that going to work? It is simple. I just want to make it like a zigzag, and in order to make it like a zigzag, I need to make this element lesser than this element. And how do I make this element lesser than this element? By decreasing it by the difference plus 1. That is what I want to report in my answer. It is easy. So I pick each even index, I pick it, and then I compare if the element before and after it, if either of it is greater than it, then I would add the difference. But I think I see another loophole in my problem is that after decreasing this guy, this guy was decreased by 2, so this guy became a 1. This guy is still a 1. Okay, so I need to take care of that. I can always edit the array on fly. That is what I need to do. What the constraints say. Alright, I can easily edit the array on fly. You know what? I should code it now. Let's just get the boilerplate first, and then int n cin and via and for n I n cin ai. Okay, I pass it here. N comma a. All right. Int n via a. Okay, cool. Okay. Yes. This is the step where I construct my maximum prefix array. How do I do that? Okay, vi p max n p max 0 a 0. Cool. Seems cool. For I comma n p max I I less than I plus plus is equal to max p I minus 1 a I think it is good. Int okay, this is good till now. For int I plus plus. You know what? Here I only want the odd indices. Plus equal to 2 ai is equal to p max I. That shit is done. Now int n is equal to 0. For int I is equal to 1 I less than n plus plus. If ai minus 1 is greater than ai, if ai plus 1 is greater than ai, in that case what I would do is that equal to ai minus 1 minus ai minus 1. Let's just try this now. See guys, as far as the test case 1 is concerned, my code is passing. Let's cross our hands and try to submit this. Fingers crossed. I think it should get accepted. So bad guys. I fucked it, guys. Let's see where I fucked it. First number, expected one, found 0. Okay, 2 1 1. Dude, I think it should give 1 only. Okay, let's just analyze this. I passed 1, 1. See, I guess I understand what the issue here is. It is that after passing this guy, what's happening is that 1, 1 is passed. I passed 1, 1, and then all this thing is fine. Alright. I replaced it with this. Okay, if ai minus 1 is greater than equal to ai, it starts with I is equal to 1 and goes till you see this. Okay, I need to patch this. This guy does not work for 2. If n is equal to 2, I need to return that. If n is equal to 2, the lower loop works perfectly fine for n greater than equal to 3 or something, greater than 2. But for 2, we see the issue over here is that for 2 this loop does not even get executed. So we just need to return what the correct answer is if the case is that n is equal to 2. So what I need to do is that just run. I don't even need to run a loop at this point. The difference, if a0 is greater than, guys, a of 1, then what I would do is that return a0 minus a1 plus 1. Alright guys, else I would just return a 0. That's it. Let's try to run it now. Let me check the issue, guys. n is 2, that is fine. See guys, I think I should put this thing on the top over here. Just remove this guy altogether, save it, run it again. Okay. My bad. Zero guys, it is still giving a 0. I need to figure out why. Expected one found 0. Okay guys, my bad guys, my bad guys. I understood what the problem is over here. My bad guys. This should be a greater than equal to. Alright, I run it now. Okay, 2 1 1 1. Cool. Copy it, paste it, and then try to submit it once again, and then see how it gets accepted this time. Didn't expect this guys. My performance, I really didn't expect this. Let's see what the problem over here is. Sixth number, expected one found 2. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6. You see this guys? I found the bug. You know what? Turns out that this guy should be here only. I put it way above. And now if I run it now, let's see this. It's a 2 2 1. What did you expect? Codeforces expected a 1, found a 2. Alright, let's guys, this time I'm totally sure that this should get accepted, but still I can just do whatever I can. Accepted guys. Alright, we are done with this question. Now I'm going to finish this solution. Okay, I hope you liked it. Goodbye guys. Goodbye, not a goodbye. I'll see you once again very soon with another problem or something like a coding tutorial. Let's just keep following me and like spread love guys.